Hello my ghost ghouls and phantoms, it's Charlie, and this video is about to be one hell of a ride. And since I'm writing the script, all I'm writing off of it is Dr. Pepper and no sleep. So buckle up for my caffeine-induced rampage of a video. Also, I've taken notice that I hit 300 subscribers, so thank you guys. Thank you. Yay. Back to the topic at hand. For those of you named Patrick Star living under a big-ass boulder, AI art is imagery generated by artificial intelligence. It learns to generate these images from existing artworks and takes artworks from artists without their permission to use for this learning process. But I'm not here to argue the morality of generating AI imagery. No. You see, many artists have had a growing fear that AI image generation will make the need for real artists and real art non-existent. As an artist myself, I wanted to talk about why I am not one teensy bit scared of an AI art takeover, and why you shouldn't be either. There seems to be people saying that AI art is going to take away customers from real artists, especially if you do commissions, which is not going to happen. Most likely, please do not come back to this video and attack me if our robot overlords do take over. The only customers that it'll take away are the ones who will demand free art, because it's their second cousin on their mom's side's once removed half birthday. You know the ones I'm talking about. People who don't actually understand and appreciate the work that goes into art anyways. People who actually enjoy art are going to stay, because they don't want an AI abomination. They're going to want a piece with actual intent and effort. AI art will take away all those painful, hard to work with people who don't actually appreciate art, and let them have their small dopamine hits when they see their favorite anime girl generated with 19 fingers and a third arm. Yes, what I like to call AI art cock blocking. Softwares that are able to combat AI art and prevent it from mimicking art styles of artists, such as a program called Glaze, which makes little itsy-bitsy changes to the pixels of the art so when we see it, it looks normal. But when AI programs try to train from it, the art style and the AI's vision has warped drastically from what the actual art style of the piece is. And apparently when I wrote this script, I wasn't able to spell website for some goddamn fucking reason. So, yeah. There's also a tool called Nightshade being developed. It does the same thing as Glaze, makes small changes to the image that are unseen by humans, to fuck with the AI trying to learn from it. Except, Nightshade corrupts the training data, and can make the AI misidentify objects so wrongly in the image that it steals, that when you actually do try to use the AI to generate something, it will come up with something absolutely batshit crazy. Nightshade isn't out yet, but when it is, AI is going to start to take a hilarious turn. Of course, neither are perfect solutions, but they do work. Glaze is linked in the description. I'd make sure to read through everything first before using and downloading it though. Make all the AI art you want, because no matter what, you cannot copyright it. You can claim that typing in Hatsune Miku, writing a dinosaur, on your crusty Cheeto dust covered keyboard took more effort than Leonardo da Vinci had to use to paint the Mona Lisa. But here's the thing, people can take this image you generated and use it for whatever the fuck. Even if you tell them, guys, don't use my image, they can do whatever they want, because it's not copyrighted and you can't copyright it. This can't happen with real art, since once a piece is created, it automatically is protected by copyright. And if someone were to take and use an artwork you draw yourself, then you can actually do something about it, since your image will have copyright, which this lack of copyright is going to pose some issues for AI-generated imagery. Over time, AI art is going to start eating itself. AI art cannibalism, yippee! And to actually explain this, so it actually makes sense, AI image generation software scrape the internet for images, putting it into their little database and using it to learn how to make their 13-fingered abominations. But with the sudden boom of AI art, more and more images of AI art are posted onto the same internet that it scrapes for its references. And when the software goes to scrape the internet of more material, the AI art will end up on its plate. The software will try to learn from the AI-generated art that it picked up, which will only further make the AI art more uncanny and more unrealistic, taking all the bad traits from the AI art. To translate into Unga Bunga speak, garbage AI art goes in, even worse AI art comes out. So AI art is just eating itself, and this will continue for who knows how long, because the softwares will keep scraping and people will keep generating AI art. So right now, AI art is at its peak, and as it eats itself, it will only become worse. Even if our robot overlords do take all jobs from artists, that isn't going to stop people from creating art. Art is a form of expression, and a lot of people just do it as a hobby anyways. I hear lots of yapping from people who generate AI imagery, going, oh, this is gonna kill artists. Art won't be needed anymore after this. No one's gonna draw ever again once this gets perfected. This technology is perfected. And that is so blatantly wrong. I know personally that if AI art replaces the need for artists, which is already unlikely, that I'll continue drawing. It's a skill that I've already spent time and energy on, and it's a way for me to put my emotions and thoughts onto a canvas, and I know many other artists feel the same way about art. Artists aren't leaving, even if they're quote-unquote not needed anymore. AI art will never be real art. It's a soulless amalgamation of other people's work. No one worked behind it, and it's just a bunch of pixels generated by a text command. It has no real value. When you look at a real piece of art, you're looking at years of work, years of hardships, or years of prosper. You can see the intent of each stroke. You can see where the artist has grown into a sense of their own style, where they found out certain things they like in the art and things they don't. No matter what you're drawing, parts of you will reflect in your work, even if you just draw a pretty person doing nothing, like I did in the speed paint in the background. Your art will still show parts of yourself and the things you've been through. Artists put years of work into their craft, and you can see that when you see their art. You can see all of the things they've done to work towards the point that they're already at. You can't see this in AI art. You can't see the practices that are done by artists. You can't see the hours spent slaving over a canvas. You can't see the art block that they constantly have to push through in order to just make one more drawing. You can't see the doubt that they go through as they think that other artists are better than them and that they'll never measure up to the other artists. You can't see all the hardships that real artists do go through that just builds the character of their art. You can't see that in AI art, and you never will. You can't see the growth in style or learning or anything. You can't see the growth in experience. You can't see any intent or expression or anything like that because it's just pixels generated from text. It is not real art, and it will never ever come close to it. Oh wow, you actually made it to the end of my ramblings. I hope this video does help someone with their fears of AI, since it really isn't a threat at all. This is a topic that interests me as well, so I was actually excited to make a video on this. I hope you enjoyed. Toodles!